When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights.
Still so lost, scared to find reasons to not be without you. Wish I could hide my head in the clouds. You came out searching for a reason, came out looking to throw me around, but I'll be holding on forever. If only this time you would have to burn me down. I crumble deep into the feeling that you leave me to drown. Yeah, I'm still holding up together. If only this time you would have to burn me down.
Going full volume now. Apologies if anyone was watching this and I haven't got a face cam on. For some reason it just wasn't launching in OBS, so I signed up for this event a bit last minute. So I just didn't have the time to troubleshoot it. And I didn't have time to warm up, but it's all good. This is kind of like the warm up now. The action will kick off at about 25k when we hit the lead hill for the first time. So 2 laps of triple loops, which is a mostly flat first 2/3 of a lap, and then it kicks off into lead hill and then box hill in the last third of the lap. So 2 goes up lead hill, 2 goes up box hill. My legs still feel like they haven't really recovered from Tuesday, Wednesday, but I think that was just because of the intensity of the efforts. Like I need to get in more VO2 max stuff before Monday's league race and then Wednesday's Rhino Safari Series finale. I was going to try and do the Mega Pretzel, but I'm going to save that for the holidays, and yeah, if I do this race, it'll get some Zone 4, Zone 5 efforts in, and then yeah, and then I might try and run later, and then have an easier day tomorrow. That's the plan. See if it worked out. I mean, this race is 82 kilometers, so like in my mind it was like, oh, that'll be a 2-hour race, but with this field it will probably be a bit quicker than that. But again, that's okay. I'll just do an extended cool down afterwards. Seriously stacked field for this one. Andy Nichols is in here, Ben Russell, quite a few Norwegians, Danes in here, a couple of crazy Americans who must be, I don't know, either doing this very late at night if they're on the west coast, or got up insanely early on a Saturday morning to the east coast, or just nocturnal if they're central, who knows. But yeah, I mean, sorting everyone by 20-minute power and by ranking points, I'm definitely in the bottom half of this A race. Just out of confusion, all the categories are together, so there's a load of Bs in this BB pack. Again, that's okay. Just more people draft off.
I haven't even got a Strava around it because I've cancelled the premium subscription because I don't need any of the features. Full power install. So it's quick what it can send me my stats. It's pretty easy to look at it.
I did a pace partner on Thursday, Paul, and I didn't really realise what I was doing. I was looking at the pace, not the course or anything, and I realised what the hell's
There's
that
literally
noise?
no chance of that.
It's Alex. Alex is here. He's just he's putting up so much power. He's creating white noise.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So
Morning, Alex.
So I jumped on Paul, and I realised very quickly I was on TikTok.
Right. Oh god, yeah. Flashback.
I did an hour, and it's a 10.5 mile course. I thought, I'm just going to go and have a look and see how many times I've actually done TikTok. 39.
Oh yeah, right. So we have Jorn and Alex in the house.
Oh, good morning, folks.
Yeah, good morning. I'm just checking in. If
Yeah.
everything's okay.
Everything.
I'm doing a race, but
Yeah.
it's a bit boring at the moment, so I thought I'd hop in.
Well, it's gonna go
Oh,
smashing soon, so just
I
be
know.
ready.
Alex,
In about 7k.
Yeah.
what race are you on, Alex? Are you on
The DBR one. The DBR one. So it's like 80k, Box Hill and
Yeah,
Leith
the
Hill
DBR.
twice.
DBR Saturday.
Oh.
That race that starts relatively easily and then just go full tilt.
Yeah, it's packed full of people with insane numbers, but fuck it. You need VO2 max stuff.
Yeah. It's
I wish
a nice
I'd known.
race, but it's like you need to be digging deep in the end.
I would have been well up for a longer race today. I just assumed everyone was so too in it.
Yeah.
I just did this last minute, like 10 minutes before, no warm up.
I got a.
You
I
did say
just,
last night, Alex, you were going to do a race.
What about you, York?
Yeah,
I just got I got a test tomorrow, so I had just an easy ride today, but I got a little boy that's sick, so I had to do the ride a little bit later when my wife is back. She's out with the girls on a shopping spree in Oslo.
Oh dear.
Christmas shopping spree in Oslo.
Better sell some of those bikes.
Yeah, so just me and the boys home, and one of the youngest boys sick, so yeah. I think he's got the flu or something because he just vomited this morning and got a little bit fever and stuff, yeah.
Yes.
how many kids have you got, Jorn?
3. 1 girl,
Okay.
2 boys.
Right. It feels like at least one of them's sick at all times.
Yeah,
I guess that's what happens when you got 3 in winter.
Yeah.
You've got
And
kids
if-
for 2 days, that's what happens, yeah.
Yeah, and when they get well, then you get sick again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm
if
just
you're-
surrounded by kids all the time.
Yeah.
We've got loads at work wiped out with flu at the moment. Like
Yeah.
quite bad flu.
But Simone's
It's,
only just... You know, Simone's in hospital this weekend. She's
Yeah,
only
We have the corona running around for the moment, and we have the flu, and we have the cold, and the
Yeah.
rhino cold, everything. I don't know, everything is like a shitload of stuff running around. And the kids get everything at the moment. That's the
Remember, the kids have had 2 years
yeah.
not been exposed to anything, have they? So they haven't got all these colds to keep it out.
Yeah.
Catch
Oh, wow.
everything.
Super flu.
Oh, well.
So I must admit, I had my flu jab already this year, but I've decided not to do any more Corona boosts or COVID boosts. I'm still seeing people really being quite rough after the 4th one, and I'm like, Yeah, I've had COVID. It wasn't great, but I don't know. I was just like,
I had my COVID and flu jab at the same time this year.
I have 3 shots on the COVID, and when I got the COVID now, I just had a cough.
Yeah.
Nothing else, no fever, nothing, just a really bad cough that hang on. So it wasn't that
runny
bad.
nose.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was just like a light cold. It was okay. It was no rest at all.
The only person I know, out of all the people I know, the only person I know really, really thought when he first had it,
Yeah, back in November 2020. Yeah, it wiped me
before
out.
the vaccines.
yeah, you did, didn't you? You were how long? I mean, Ricky, it affected you for weeks, right?
It was 3 months, my heart rate, before it got back to normal.
That's crazy.
I was laid up for 2 weeks.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's real, right? That's what does give me a pause for thought.
My symptoms changed though, and I'll be honest with you, I think the long-term effects still aren't quite known.
No, of course they're not.
no.
I had, well, they describe it like brain fog, but my concentration at work is normally, it has to be absolutely pin sharp, and
Yeah.
I really, really struggled with focus for a long time.
Okay. That's not good.
No.
Such a weird illness. But yeah,
I didn't get it bad, but I still lost like half a litre off my VO2 max.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think we're all, in terms of general, we're all pretty fit guys.
well, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
Let's
listen.
go, in a way, imagine if you
It hit me instantly. It hit me instantly climbing off the bike after a race up the Alps.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember you said.
Basically, I finished racing. Elle said, "Are you all right?" I was like, "Yeah, that was just really tough." And you know, you're really hot when you finish the race.
Yeah.
And I basically just didn't cool down for 2 weeks.
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
God.
So I told you, Rick, you rest too hard.
Yeah.
Give yourself a moment.
But it's like you should be careful.
Yeah, nose
with
out the
training
wind.
with that COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
be careful with that, because if you train with the COVID, it's that point you can really get in trouble afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Well, to be fair, you all warned me, and I was quite sensible. And I didn't race a time trial for about a month, and then when I did, I raced with the goat. Was it the goats? You know, like the high C, low B. And when you looked at my heart rate graph, it went up, and it was like a spirit level, just did not drop the entire race.
Wow.
And it took so long for the spikes to start coming back.
Yeah.
And the resting heart rate to drop to sort of high 50s, low 60s again.
Isn't it? And you're a fit guy, Rick, so we were worried the whole pandemic. We were worried mainly about Simone and London, because I've got one kid
Mhm.
Oh,
who's the LPP. It's in the center. All the vulnerable. And then she got COVID. She was all right. For a few days.
it must be something to do with that viral load or
Yeah.
how you take it on, or
I think, to be fair, she might have been jabbed by the time she got it.
right.
She just seemed to have made him get it up.
Well, they seem pretty sure now that it's been engineered in that lab in Wuhan, aren't they? So
Lol.
Who knows? Alex will know. He knows.
Lol. That's all I'm saying to that. Lol.
You're involved in it.
I find it strange to believe, though, that it's just a natural occurrence when it's such a strange illness that's affected so many people in so many different ways. And
Yeah.
You remember when Hartley got COVID? He got three FTP two days in a row. COVID, he
I
felt
want
he's out
that
racing
COVID.
it up there, and he was fine.
Yeah, Hartley's made of different stuff, clearly.
It's too hard.
Yeah.
COVID had to get a vaccine against Hartley.
Oh, I love it when you see people on trainers, on the turbo trainers. That
Oh, yeah, I just saw that graphic too.
has anyone spotted Santa yet this morning?
No, I haven't, but I noticed on Jules' Strava it was on yesterday.
Yeah, he just followed us down through the. Have we gone past the volcano?
I wouldn't have thought. Just this
Anyway.
race, of course.
I spotted him off to our right early. So when do we get the new ZRL stuff there? Kelvin said it was going to be yesterday.
Oh yeah, it might have been announced though, but I do everything American.
Oh, I'm sure if they did, Alex would know about it by now.
I haven't had time to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so we might have it.
Yeah.
We're going to do.
When's the Scotland maps out?
That'll
I
be
don't know.
World Champs next year, won't it?
That, I think it's January actually.
January. Yeah, January.
What do you do? They'll have to have it out
I
for
thought the profile was already out.
eSports World Champs.
Oh, okay.
That's
I think you can. You can't race. You can't free ride them until the end of that event. I think.
Right.
No. That'll be good though, because hopefully they'll make it. They'll have a bit of wilder stuff, not just round glasgow season. I'm sure it'll be like France. Just look, yeah, being specific to France. They'll probably have to have the part of the actual UCI course like they do in New Yorkshire. Well, hopefully there'll be some expansions.
All right, boys. I'm gonna log off and just look after the kid. So.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
Have a
Take care.
great one, lads.
Hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah.
See you, Yoni.
Talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye.
How's
your
your race
race
going,
going?
Alex? Oh.
I'm on Leith Hill at the moment. So I'm being a bit quiet.
Yeah.
He's on Leith Hill. Right, maybe now's a good time for you to tell us all about your theories on COVID.
I'll release a blog post later. I'll reveal all.
So Rick, it was funny, the other day I made a conscious decision and I said it out loud. I said, I'm going to have at least 2 weeks away from racing on quick and concentrate on some easier stuff just to get some
Yes.
stuff.
I'm aware I was very hurt and upset by that.
Well, literally the day after I said it, it's been downgraded to an awful. So I could actually do some B races again.
Well, ZRL season next, I'm hoping we can enter a couple of A2s.
Yeah.
Well, I'll understand.
At the moment, but if you don't mind, because of Alex's brain and my superior admin skills, we're going to formulate a plan. Once we know who's available, what series are on, Rhino, the ZRL.
Yeah.
We'll put a few
I just want to keep in mind that, results are all well and good, but I do like racing with the team, so it's doable.
I don't think there's any. I think there's going to be no doubt that we'll have to race. Pretty much together. Once Alex has finished with me, I think we'll blend up 218 maybe. We might have a couple of B riders, maybe let Q or someone else outside WKG who fancies it. Maybe get more.
Well, I just didn't want it to get too big, and I end up racing on a team without the lads that I'm used to racing.
No, I think he's going to be. I think you'll be in the A2 team. I think that's best. Say we've got a really well-established memory team. Maybe there'll be another team in lower A's, maybe we have to race together, and then a B team.
Yeah.
You'll definitely be without there, I thought. There's that.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, no. You'll definitely get shouted at every week. We'll try and get more of a commitment to balls than a couple of other leagues. I've never done anything, otherwise they'll just take up space. Not very wide.
Well, I think once the next season's out and it's still winter conditions, you'll probably get Phil more keen to join a B group than a high B.
We can't ever be anything. We can't ever be anything but squad rather than if the weather's nice on a Tuesday, I'd rather go outside, which is completely his choice.
Yeah.
You need a committed six, don't you? And then
Yeah.
a few extra riders. And you could
I
have-
just mean if you want to keep him in there as a.
Oh yeah, no, we keep him. I don't think we're going to have 12 riders and have to ditch Phil. I'm thinking more along the lines of Chris Thomas, who literally never even set up a ZRL profile.
I don't think you'll get it from him at the moment, mate. His work's just too much.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We can just get rid of him in a nice way.
Yeah.
I just had a quick Google around and looked on Swift Insider, so I can't see any announcement for season 3. Yes, the dates are on the WTRL. I've only looked at 2 sources, WTRL and Swift Insider. Neither of them.
Well, they're the 2 places. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing to bear in mind, like, is it February the Rhino season?
No, that's the whole thing, Rick. We're waiting to see. Rhino, we're talking about maybe doing one.
In February, I thought.
No, instead of doing it to fit around ZR, we may do one when ZR rolls on, give people another option. But at the moment, Rhino series is hindered, so it's on a Wednesday. And
Yeah.
Everyone hammers himself on a Tuesday. It's like, oh, man. So
Yeah,
maybe
Thursday will be better, won't it?
we'll try a Tuesday and see if we get the numbers to make it work.
Yeah.
So that might be an option for us.
They'll have to decide quick though, won't they? If ZRL get in there first.
Yeah.
They're not going to compete with ZRL.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It's just not going to happen. No one's going to compete with it.
Yeah.
But it's just whether it's an attractive enough thing that we revolve around that rather than ZRL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wednesday's the most likely. They enter loads and loads of ZRL teams.
Right. Okay.
Like, they've got the Rhinos have 20 ZRL teams. They're not going to compete with it.
Yeah.
They're a big club, you know, or they're a medium club, much bigger than us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, nobody who launches on Tuesday is ever going to beat ZRL. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if they were trying to be. I thought they might try and put something a bit different for those that were a bit jaded by it. But if they've got enough right.
But like if they had it on a Wednesday, then we could revolt. They're not going to do Thursday. 100% not. They do the TTT as well. Again, you're not going to compete with WTRL. It's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. You know.
Well, that's shit.
That's it. That's the reality.
Yeah. Because of the
So
2 big dominant Tuesday, Thursday.
What's going on.
Yeah.
We've got to decide who wants to do what, who wants to focus on Rhinos, who wants to focus on ZRL.
Yeah.
But like if they are on a Wednesday, then we could just sack off ZRL and just do the Rhinos thing. You know. If we
That's
fancied
an
it.
option. And
That's what I'm
just
thinking more than like replacing ZRL on Tuesday.
I just like having that Tuesday, Thursday with a day break.
I
And it
know.
also
I'm trying to be realistic here, Rick. You know, I'm trying to manage your expectations. I don't want you to get upset in January when, you know, that doesn't happen. Maybe it does,
Well, we might,
but I just don't think it is going to happen.
yeah, we
Well,
can put it
if it
out.
was a Monday, I mean, I've got commitments outside of. From a selfish perspective, I'm just sort of weighing up the options. But Monday wouldn't be too bad because we could maybe then sack off the ZRL.
Yeah.
But you'd be fresh for a time trial on a Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so there are options, I suppose.
Yeah,
That's why we'll wait and see what Ryan will come up with.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it out.
again,
and see what the
we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what it's going to be until January anyway. And there's no point in registering early. Like, there's no benefit whatsoever. So we'll figure it out first week of January.
We'll let the staff know.
The thing for Rhinos as well is that they don't want to do another series until they've got a website up and running, like Dirt and like WTRL, and that's not up and running yet. So it's very much dependent on that.
I imagine that's to help them with their admin, just and everything else.
And data protection and all this kind of stuff. But like that's the other thing they have to figure out, you know, GDPR and all that BS, you know.
Yeah. All right.
So that is developing, but you know, everyone's volunteers, so it takes time.
Yeah, of course it does. It's a really well. We all said it. The reason we're attracted to it is because it's so well run. It's
The
interesting.
races are very dynamic, aren't they? That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very friendly guys, and they try and be a bit creative. They don't just do the same thing.
Well, you might call them friendly, Alex. I would call them like stealing. But, you know,
You'd call them what?
Alex stealing.
Yeah.
Pirates. We're calling them pirates.
So the only reason why I joined them was because we were having we've got too many people on the WKG one, and I was like, I just don't want another Matt situation. And then I was like, well, my friend Carsten, who races with them, was like, oh, we've got a space for a team for you. But then when it was actually sorted into teams, because of my WKG, it was going to shift the whole team up, and everyone else on the team was mid B. So they ended up putting me on the A team with a bunch of people that I've never raced with before. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
That's why I regretted it. I got my just desserts.
Oh, we forgive you. I know.
Do we?
It's like we forgive you, but we're checking your phone more closely in the future, and we want to share.
Yeah. It was very revealing when I said that I'm a member of 16 groups, and then Rick said he was a member of 35. Immediately
Yeah.
created parallel groups, just with me excluded from all of them.
I just love the idea of FOMO across everybody. I
don't think most people get it.
You know, there's no. I mean, I think
It's just me, you, and Hartley.
Well, I'll forgive you, Alex, as long as I get another
Okay.
6 street coaching.
Okay. That's very magnanimous of you, Rick. Appreciate it.
To be
Don't
fair,
try as hard as you
get your nose out the wind, Rick, on repeat isn't exactly taxing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to
Well,
pay
I'll
money
keep
to
on
get
saying it until you start listening.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, Paul was there. I behaved myself on Tuesday.
Yeah, you didn't even chase the attack that you should have gone with.
Yeah, you
Well-
were shooting off on Tuesday, Rick.
Well, you can blame everyone else for that.
Yeah, I do. I blame Paul.
Oh, you can't blame me. You can't blame me because I wasn't in the
I
group.
blame Hartley. He was the one who said don't go.
Oh.
Shit, there's a break. Shall I cover it? No.
It'll come back, it'll come back.
9 times out of 10, that is what happens.
But but I did make the comment at the time, but we are soft pedaling between efforts.
Well, you were soft pedaling that much in my group that was 45 seconds behind. Got back on, and we'd already been dropped.
No,
That
I
was
just,
We went in hard, like 3 right over.
that was definitely one of the hardest races I've done. That Tuesday race was.
absolutely.
Yeah, I can still feel it in my legs.
Yeah, so can I.
One of the hardest and one of the easiest at the same time.
Well, I jumped on for a zone 2 on Thursday, and just pushing out 220 watts was an effort. The muscles felt sore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually quite patient. I rolled off the back for every single effort up Libby Hill.
Yeah, on the way up to the first Libby Hill, I said to you, Rick, remember, don't be motivated, shall I say. And you were good. Then you went at the right time and got the foul.
Fastest through.
Fastest through, and the foul, and the first lap.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Kelvin put in the most precise.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
Well, I've not seen that yet. I need to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah. He's just perfect. He just whatever he did, every pedal stroke or when he hit his thing, he just came flying through and no one could catch him.
No, it was that aero before.
Yeah,
Before
and
that
his
was-
group was catching ours really quickly. And
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
came
it
straight
was
through
just-
everyone.
Thanks for everyone. It was just the most perfectly executed attack, and to get, that's it, fastest through segment.
Yeah.
For the whole, and no one came near to it. Really, I mean, it was safe.
Well, I wasn't really targeting 23rd Street. Is it 53rd, 23rd, whatever it is?
23rd, yeah.
23rd, but because I was sort of over the crest with the front group, momentum sort of took you,
Yeah.
and you just sort of can't help but go all in as you swing around that corner, can you?
Nope, you can't.
Because as soon as you stop, you lose all your momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's so
I think
steep.
I know what happened.
It's
so
deceptive.
I think that's why I swept up quite a few points, but I actually hit both.
Well, actually, I got points up there by being a little patient and really not standing up and going all out until just as you hit the cobbles. I mean,
Yeah.
still going hard enough to not get too gapped, and then putting like a much later sprint in.
When
And
everyone's fading.
I was nicking points where, normally on sprints I'm struggling, I'm not making points, and I was just like rolling 4 people just by the line, and each lap I was like, yep, nicked a few more points, nicked a few more. It's great.
Yeah.
The way our race panned out, it was so weird that when I'm on group back off, I actually managed some points I think it was on Liddy Hill on the last lap.
Yeah.
Everyone else was so knackered. I had a bit of an easier ride because I hadn't worked to get across. We had 5 up. So I was just getting dragged across by this other group. I felt alright. I thought I was going to have a really good finish. It wasn't until the last 200 metres when you really try put the power down. Absolutely nothing there.
Oh, I have to say, yeah, that the
Speaking
last
of winning
time,
our little bunch,
my legs haven't shaken that much. I mean, they literally, but after I finished racing, they were just like, they're a mess. My thighs were just shaking.
Well, I remember shouting as we've gone over 23rd for the last time, and I think I was in the top 3, 4, and the lactic was just unbearable, and we coasted down the hill. And I remember saying, boys, I've got nothing left of this finish, like over to you. But then I guess everyone was in exactly the same boat, so...
Yeah, that last quite a governor street wasn't that hard.
I don't know what it...
I managed to get right back towards the front. I thought, I'm going to finish well. And
There was
then,
about 30 of us for the finish, and I thought I was going to get dropped. I hate that last drive. It just doesn't suit me. But once we got to the brow and I could see the finish, I thought, everyone must be screaming.
Yeah.
So I just top cogged it and out the saddle and managed to hold on to a top 10. But I've never,
it was great.
never raced that hard.
That sprint was brilliant because I had absolutely nothing. And oh God, it's awful. And then you saw Prince numbers and it's Stefan. I'm like beasting his way from the back. In fact, he held on for the time and then just won out the route.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But I know why I got dropped in the second lap though, because I didn't follow my ritual, which I always do before rituals, to watch Pete Sagan's breakaway.
Oh yeah.
The world champion. I forgot to do it. I wasn't inspired enough.
Gutted.
It looked like Kelvin shit from where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have stayed
Yeah,
away
you
from that.
You have to watch that clip, Bailey.
It's
I
the
will
fact
do.
that,
I was gonna watch
that Matt T goes, oh shit, just as Kelvin comes past. Because Matt wasn't expecting it.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I haven't actually apologised for the sissy panting on top and not getting past Matt Brewer. I do apologise.
I loved watching that. I was just sitting on the sofa. That was great watching you lot race up Ventop, knowing I've done it before, how hard it is. And I was just sitting there, cup of tea, watching this going, this is brilliant. There is so much pain right now.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do, Miles, when you guys rode the 630 ZRL.
Yeah.
You could literally sit with a cup of tea and watch it before our race.
Yeah.
See, I was the opposite. I loved racing at 6:30 and then watching you guys in pain at 7:35 or something.
Yeah, exactly, on the cool down. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you know how much it's going to hurt.
Exactly.
I don't reckon we could have scored almost like one more point than we did on that Tuesday, Alex.
I mean, we were so close.
Goodness.
Yeah, we were so close, but there was no way. I emptied myself on every segment.
Oh, I know, it was mega.
Maybe on a couple of them I
you
could position myself better for 23rd, but
Maybe, yeah.
because I was always like first couple
That was
over
a
Libby,
juggle.
but then
That's where I struggled.
I couldn't get back far enough to then get speed up for the next one, so I was always having to go all out again.
You almost come to a complete stop, don't you? At the top.
Yeah, but you need to like, yeah, just keep on going. It's awful.
When you're racing, literally the longest from the top of the hill until the descent starts. It's probably only about 200 feels. It's about 15 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when is this descent going to start? So there's a league race on Monday night.
Yeah,
Oh, is that?
out and back again.
It's a really good course, actually.
It's got a volcano.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got the volcano, then the reverse KOM.
Yeah,
It's a really good course, actually. It's quite I like it. It starts off flat, boring, on the desert.
yeah,
Then you've got the volcano, up and down. Then you've got the reverse KOM, and it goes out and finishes in the desert. About an hour long. I'm not racing it.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually got the day off work. We're doing a family day out. Not I do.
What time will it be?
6:30.
7 o'clock. 6:30. If I'm back, I will be watching Alex.
I'll show you how long to go left.
Yeah, but it's one of those where you and the volcano gets away. There's only one or two people, then it's a decent group. It's a long way from the volcano to the bottom of the sea.
Yeah,
Where's climbing it? Get back on. Harley and me went through a stage last year when we were both borderline B and A, probably like this time of year. There was a race, and it just seemed to do that course every week, and we did it a few times. And every time the break went to the volcano, it came back every time. It's worth thinking about. It's a really good race course. It's about an hour long.
I tell you what, I was thinking about the categories of Zwift, A plus, A, B, etc.,
Yeah.
C, D, and it's really interesting in the time trial scene, linked to the cycling time trial website. A few very techie guys, Alex would love this, have set up a data service and a website called Spin Data, and it's spindata.co.uk. And it basically once a week it puts all the inputs in for every race, as long as you're registered and all the rest of it on it, and it's getting better and better. So they give you predictions now before you race, and then where your data is. But the best bit about it is they have got categories that run from A to E. So there's 5 categories, but within each category it goes from A1 for the elite category all the way to E20. So you've got A1 to A20, B1 to B20, and so forth.
We raced like 3 people.
And they brought it out so far, and it's like, so it's coming out, and people are starting to really look at it. And now they're saying, but hang on, this gives race organisers lots of other little ways of offering other little like mini competitions between stuff. So it's like I made it to a B1, but it turned out only 2 of my races were qualified. So in order for a race to qualify, they've got to have enough comparative data, which means about, I think it's 5 or 6 riders who are all linked, and it's really well worked out with points. And straight away, I'm looking at it going, that's my target next year is, can I get to an A5 rider? What will that take? What are the times that those guys are doing? And I thought ZRL could do with that kind of
yeah, absolutely.
subcategories. It doesn't mean you'd have to race just with the A3s, but to actually show where you are, where you rank as an A. It'd be brilliant.
Even if on Zwift it was a simplified version where they had A1, A2, and A3, B1,
Yeah.
B2, B3.
Exactly.
All the A's can race together,
Yeah.
but
But you're only competing against people in your like ranking category.
Yeah. Completely. And so I can now go and it shows you where I am in my age group in the UK, and it was like, I don't know, 60 something. But as I say, I only had 2 races that qualified, but number 1 in the southeast for that category, and you start drilling
nice.
down, and they're like, and when you finish now, they're basically saying, you know, how did you do as a B1 compared? And like once a week it comes out and it shows you, you know, you've gone up or down the rankings, and I see it just getting better and better, and it's just added a brilliant little dimension to the scene. I think.
You know, we
Say
were
again?
taking this Nick before, but I have to stop because he's on this.
I'm struggling to hear you, Paul,
I'm
today. Actually,
struggling
on
to
and
hear you,
off.
Paul.
You're very.
Yeah,
It's like you're speaking into a phone and it's clipping off a lot.
Just ignore me, boys. It's just terrible.
Never.
We
It's
don't worry.
it's your microphone filtering you. It's like, is he talking shit? Yeah, okay, just turn it off for now. You're right, Nick.
Who's that?
Hey!
Morning, boys. How are you all?
He's been lurking in the corner for a while, as he does.
Hey. Yeah.
Nobody puts Nick in the corner.
That's damn right. She's only
I
16.
think Strava does.
Strava does.
Strava knows exactly where I ought to be.
I love that.
As ever, though, you know, imagine cycling all those miles and still only being a top three. It's been really frustrating.
Like,
You tell on Nick.
No, New Year's resolution. I'm going to get back on it next year.
Oh,
Get some,
my year.
I've got to get
so are you with us? or
get
not?
some motivation. I'm struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Monday night, Nick.
Right.
Monday night race.
You need to
Out
sign
back
up for
again.
Flanders. That's what you need to do. Have a goal.
No, I do need. Well, yeah, that's a different thing, though, isn't it? Like, I could get motivation to get better at Zwifting, and get better at and get myself back to A, and be firmly in that side, or I could get ready for Flanders. And I'm not sure I'm going to have capacity to do both. But my temptation's to aim for Flanders anyway.
I don't know. I feel like they go hand in hand, honestly. I mean, they do for me,
Yeah.
but I know I have
I mean,
the time.
you're the man who knows. So
I like the volume of outdoor riding and then the intensity of Zwift.
yeah, no, but it's just the time. Like, if I'm doing
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
a
yeah.
7-hour ride on a Sunday, I'm
Yeah,
gonna struggle with the time in the week. But yeah, maybe one or 2 Zwift races a week and a big ride on a Sunday is the answer.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
That
I
sounds,
think that's the answer anyway.
sounds pretty much like
Yeah.
that.
Whatever the question is, that is the answer.
My
Yeah,
target, albeit I'm not doing anything event-wise, just for improvement or maintaining the weather, is 2 intense rides or time trials during the week, and then a big ride or race on the weekend.
Yeah.
And if I can
So
manage
And then
that,
lots of walking to recover.
yeah,
So once I think, as a team, us lot, if we're all aiming to do something longer and harder on a Saturday, we could commit to, say, I don't know, mid-January, end of January, all doing the DBR race on a Saturday morning. Because there we've got them all.
yeah,
Yeah, or the Audaxes.
yeah. I like the Audaxes.
What time are
If
those?
they get more numbers.
Yeah,
I mean,
when-
we could. There's lots of stuff that runs between like 8 and 10, like start time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's also Julian. What's the one Julie's been doing? It's a 7:05, and there's a B and a C, and that's 100 or 160 kilometre.
Yeah, there's the Evo, SCR,
yeah,
Do One. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
loads that start around 7, but I know that's a bit early for
I'm
some
busy
boys.
at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I've got to walk the dog and then actually drive to my parents and log on.
Yeah,
So,
right. Yeah.
Got to be asleep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just lazy, so I'm not going to be getting up at 6 o'clock on the weekend. I'm not gonna
I'll tell you what I also
sugarcoat
enjoyed
it.
over winter, Bailey, when we did meetups when we had a few people, like say 8-10 of us,
Yeah.
and we just do a hilly course but without a band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
You just do
Climb the
the,
hill.
just select the 4 horsemen route or whatever you want
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah,
climb the hills at your own pace. And like in a real world, like stop at the top and wait, go for a pee, go back
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah, do
was
pretzels or
There's so many options for what people want to do. It's just getting agreement on what people fancy doing, and then we just set it up.
Yeah.
Eat it fully. I'm fairly flexible. As long as it doesn't
Definitely
stop.
up for Saturday mornings, though. Saturday mornings are easier now for me than Sunday, now that Katie swims on a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's impossible for me. I just don't like to miss it. I feel. So that,
Yeah, I'll be interchanging depending on what netball commitments the
should be
household
enough,
has.
hopefully.
Yeah,
Make a ride on a Saturday and a Sunday for those that want it.
yeah.
Alex, then.
Yeah.
but no, I do like those Audaxes because
Yeah.
whilst they're hard at points, there's a lot of zone 2 thrown in as well.
Yeah.
And it's
So you get those efforts
quite a
in
nice
without
little
it
mix.
being like completely
Yeah,
draining.
Yeah, how to sandal.
yeah.
Can't ride an Audax unless you can sandal one.
Well, as well with the Audaxes,
Oh.
they all ride together, but you can sign up for different lengths. So like if you just have like a couple
Yeah.
of hours, you could just sign up for the shorter one.
Yeah. Yeah, that
What
sounds
time do
good.
they generally start, Alex?
Similar,
I'm not sure.
between 8 and 10.
Yeah,
I've done quite a few.
sometime in
The
there.
old joke in start.
They're not getting the numbers yet.
I'm right at 8 o'clock, but no.
Yeah, 8's doable. I just have to drink like
Eight is probably eight is the earliest I can be asked. 8:30 or 9 would probably be better.
Yeah.
Expect me from
I'm gonna be honest about this.
I'm lazy, but also I switched in my room where Simone sleeps, so it's not great. You know, if
I didn't realise that. That's hardcore.
Bailey, why don't you just bring your TV and your stages back to my mum's and put it out next to mine?
yeah, that'd be great.
How long
get
is
a
your
cup-
daughter?
Yeah, a cup of tea. Yeah, Hi, Miss Bartlett, can I have a cup of tea? Oh, lovely. Cheers.
Simone's actually brought some breakfast.
Thank you, Mrs. Bartlett.
Miss Bartlett. Yeah, Miss Bartlett.
Right, I can just see it as Kevin and Perry sitting up
Yeah.
there.
Perfect. So, Nick, did I hear this right? You've been off to see Santa?
I have indeed. I saw the big man yesterday afternoon. It's in
Wow.
fine form, very busy at this time of year, as you'd imagine.
Yeah.
So tell us, where did you fly to and everything? Give us the rundown.
We did, for some reason, because I'm an idiot, we went from Exeter Airport to, it's spelled Pajala on the Swedish Finnish border, but it's pronounced paella, like the Spanish rice dish. It's about 3.5 hours flight. It's 100k into the Arctic Circle. And it's far and away the furthest north I've ever been. You boys know that I get a bit of a nosebleed if I come too far north. It was a little bit scary.
I'm worried about you in May.
Yeah, I know.
Get your gilet out.
Bring your own.
I definitely. It's all right. I did wear the Rapper padded gilet. I had my Rapper winter base layer on yesterday. I was
Nice.
on the
Yeah,
flight.
Nice. The sealskin lobster gloves came out as well. All the
Fantastic.
All the cycling gear that never gets used to cycling had a purpose yesterday. It was great.
Brilliant.
On the way to the airport.
And how far was you journeying from the airport?
It's like 5 minutes down the road. I think the only reason that airport exists is to take people to this place.
Wow.
It's a tiny little airport. Like it's basically
That's so random that you
one
can get a flight there
building.
from Exeter.
Yeah, I think.
Really
I mean, it's just a charter flight that
Right.
Thompson or TUI Holidays arrange it, and like it was a Polish airline. First time we came into land, he got something wrong with the landing, and we had to do a go around.
Oh,
the moms on the
Jesus.
plane are all screaming. It was brilliant. Like properly, we were quite low, and then he banged the throttle open and pulled us up really, really hard. I was like, oh, shit, this is going to be a lot.
I'm
So,
terrified
yeah.
of flying. That would have been it for me. I'd have been top note.
You should have flashed
Yeah,
your badge and said, "I am the head of planes."
Yeah, I'm the boss of planes.
Yeah, do you not know who I am?
Flight full of terrified women, admitting you're anything to do with aviation isn't a good thing. It's my general experience. But no, that was the only problem with it. And then we got there, and it's basically just a little sort of like complex with half a dozen buildings. There's a reindeer sleigh ride, a husky dog sled ride, snowmobiles to ride on, a sledging hill, and then you go and see Santa. And actually, the only bad part was like they obviously want to sort of ease the number of people who are going to see Santa, so you're there on your own and it's totally solo. But the way they do that is have a little staging post in the middle of the forest where you stand around and wait. It's literally in the middle of the forest, not in a hut or anything, just with two fires to keep warm. It was minus 23 when we were there. And we must have been there for like 15 minutes waiting. And
man.
There's nothing you can really do to stay warm like that. So all was Eddie's fingers and toes. He was almost in tears by the time we got to Santa. So I think the lesson I kind of learned was we should have tried to time that at a time when we were like watching out for fewer people going through. And gone at a time when we wouldn't have had to stand around so much. But apart from that, it was pretty perfect.
Brilliant.
And then, long drive home from Exeter when it was like -4 here last night.
Yeah.
Just properly knackered.
Sounds great.
It was,
Get pizza overnight.
it was the anniversary of my nan's death yesterday. My eldest wanted to go to where we'd scattered her ashes at Glasson Dock, which Bailey will know. And she wanted to walk along the path and the cycle track out there. It was like -5. And I was in fingerless gloves just so I could give the dog the treats. Oh my God. I was in agony. I mean, it was a good excuse to go to the stalk for a pint and pour out. But my God, -24.
Oh, yeah, it's.
I can't imagine that.
I mean
that's.
So go for it, Miles.
No, I was just saying that's like yawn territory, isn't it? I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, but he's powered by a geyser or a volcano or something.
That's right. Yeah.
Typical Norway stuff, you know.
Amazing.
The Norwegian government probably just provides that for free to everyone, you know, with all the oil money.
Wow, yeah, amazing.
I thought that was a bit of a Bond villain confession, though. Effectively, all of his power comes from.
Oh, he is definitely a Bond villain.
Volcano.
That is a great association. And now I'm seeing Yawn with the white cat.
Sure.
Yeah, he's already got the shaved head.
What,
and he comes at you like a Terminator. He's never giving up.
Yeah.
Thinking about
we love you, Yawn, if you're watching
there,
still.
Though, like, it's no wonder the Norwegians and that are so fucking hard on Zwift. Like, authenticated. Like, we get battered by the same group of Norwegian lads quite a lot.
Yep.
And you think, actually, if they're dealing with temperatures that are like somewhere between -15 and -30 for most of the darkest times of the year, the sun rose there at 11:30 and set at 1:15. So what else to do except sit on Zwift? Is there no wonder they batter us? Like,
and if it's 20 quid a pint,
thousands of years of breeding.
Yeah.
How many months of the year is it like that, Nick?
Oh, I mean, like it's the shortest day next week, isn't it? So it's I mean, it must be as bad as it gets right now.
And then obviously you have the opposite of that for June.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah,
the sun just doesn't go down.
Hours of sun.
That Robin Williams film, wasn't there? What's that Robin Williams film where he's in that town with 23 hours of daylight?
Is it Insomnia?
Yeah, that's.
One of you should
course,
No. It's something to do with the camera.
24-hour photo. What?
I'm going to have to Google it.
No, is it 1 hour photo? It's called.
Yeah, well, there was a film that he was in.
Is this
On
the
Two
goal?
scary Robin Williams films, basically.
Yeah.
Or Robin Williams being scary in films.
I'm getting too mixed up, aren't I?
Yeah, 1 hour photo is where he works in a 1 hour photo booth
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
he like collects the photos of people and obsesses over them.
Yeah.
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 I've actually seen that. It's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure, I've seen it.
For somebody
Oh,
who's
he was
so
such a
funny,
good
he did
actor.
creepy
He was just
in that
such a good
film
actor.
so well. Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch
Good,
it.
like, big cycling fan too.
I was watching Good Will Hunting for about the millionth time again last night, and yeah, it was just so good. In that.
Oh, great film. Great film. I really like Minnie Driver in that film.
Yeah.
I feel like them apples.
Well, I like the bit where Ben Affleck tells Matt Damon, the best part of my day is when I think that you've gone missing. It's like, that's the best part of your day. Like, really?
Thanks, mate.
That scene genuinely almost reduces me to tears, even hearing you.
Yeah.
I don't think those two have ever been better than at that moment of that film.
No. Yeah, that was the peak Ben Affleck.
Oh,
It's like a date rapist.
Changing the subject again. You'll be pleased to hear I was listening to High Violet in the car on the way back from Glasson last night, and my eldest said, I really like the National.
Oh, good work. Absolutely
Oh.
excellent work.
Brainwashed eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, enough of it, and you can influence them, they know it or not.
Bailey's now made himself sick of Oasis because they're obsessed.
She's moved on, actually. She's
Oh,
not a big massive. Yeah, she's moved on. She's stereophonic fan at the moment, which is nice because I'm rediscovering Bloodsport.
My uncle's got my niece into Morrissey.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, it's parents doing the early teenage
See it.
thing of like fan as well. I think all teenagers do that.
I didn't catch that again, Paul.
Yeah, I love getting like a quarter of a Bailey story.
See,
Something, handbags and glad rags. Something.
That's it. Yeah. I've got some new headphones for Christmas. Not allowed to.
Okay.
Quite right too.
So is everybody off over Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Who's finishing when?
Yeah.
I actually
23rd.
technically don't finish till Friday, but to be
Yeah.
honest with you, I will be. I'm going to Battersea Power Station with family, so I will be not working on Friday. That's for sure. So, and then off to the 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, between Christmas and New Year, after Christmas is over, something we do every year is just take a little sort of cottage somewhere. Normally only about an hour's drive from where we live, but just have a complete change of scenery. Normally down towards the Sussex coast. And the last few years, I've sort of met up with a few guys from the Hastings and St Leonard's cycle group. I sort of keep in touch with on Strava and stuff, and they often do a New Year's Day ride.
Nice.
That's become quite a good thing to do. So I'll be looking to do something similar again.
That's good.
I'll take the bike down there. In fact, it's near Chapel Down. Have you seen that English sort of wine and bubblies? And what I'll try and do is get the car loaded up, and then I'll ride. Mrs. drives down with all the stuff, and I'll ride down. And we go with another couple, one of the who's a cyclist. So as long as he's up for it, we'll both. And the weather's not, dog shit. We'll ride down there as well. It's a good.
Oh, that's really good.
That's a lovely thing to do.
I'm
it's
off.
normally go on.
No, I was gonna say I'm off Wednesday till the 2nd, 10 days off, so I'm happy.
Oh, wow. That's it.
I'm exactly the same. I cannot wait. 3 more days to get through. I
Yeah.
need that time off so much right now.
Yeah, nice.
I'm working all week except Thursday. I finished Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I'm covering the cells at Blackpool Christmas Eve, which is an absolute.
Oh,
bitch.
lovely.
Oh.
And
Outdoor
then,
spot, isn't it?
Who did you
And then
piss off
I'm
to
off.
get that shift?
well, I'm working anyway, and the problem is there's no other DSs in to process the prisoners, so it's like a default thing.
Right.
But everyone tends to muck in so they can get away in good time. So fingers crossed.
Lock up and leave them
Then, yeah. But I've got all the bank
Happy
holidays.
Christmas,
So,
boy.
there. Turn the
be
lights
worse.
off.
It's got. I mean, is it mainly just D&D, drunk and disorderly stuff?
I wish.
Uh,
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's a normal.
there'll be a lot of DVs, high risk DVs, woundings,
Oh, God.
robberies. It's just a den of iniquity, to be honest with you.
The whole
Rick,
town.
I don't know how.
But it'll go quickly. And then I'm off Christmas Day, Boxing Day. And it's a day after the bank
Perfect.
holiday as well.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
maybe
off
2 days after a bank holidays.
And then,
I can't remember.
I think I'm in between. I'm in between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
But then off for New Year. So I'm hoping we can do the Alp ride on one of the days one of the bank holidays.
Yeah.
Rick, you should push for that so that you can make it, because you'll probably be working more than any of us over the period. So if you choose the day and set it up, make
Good
it
shout.
happen.
You have to work in the cells in Blackpool on Christmas Eve. You get to pick on the outriders.
Yeah.
Right,
And gets
okay,
you
I'll do that.
all of the kudos and all of the choices.
But I will have to arrange a lift to and from my mum's though, won't I?
But you
Or
can
just
get
wobble
there,
over.
you just can't get back.
I'll just wobble home. It's only
I'll
a
tell you,
couple of miles.
it will be funny, Rick, if I walk the stage and buy it round.
Yeah.
Put my beers all the way up in.
Yeah, I'll just
So-
WhatsApp the parents to bring another beer up.
So as some of you know, I don't drink, so we need to work out what I'm going to do every hairpin, because I've got to do it.
The same thing that I'm doing. You have to take a caffeine pill.
Mince pie.
I don't even have caffeine pills. I don't know.
I'll send you some,
your
mate.
Strange.
Tesco,
your strange
Tesco, mate. Tesco.
enhancing drugs.
You can get 50 milligram pills in Tesco.
No.
£1.60 for
Wow.
30 of them. I've already
And we
popped 3
also-
this morning.
I also have a dodgy heart, Alex.
I was going to say.
Remember
Well,
the
yeah.
dodgy heart, right?
Well, okay, so how many milligrams of caffeine are in an espresso? Like 150? 100?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I've
very
had the
variable,
equivalent.
isn't it?
I've had the equivalent of an espresso. Having 3 pills. They're only 50 milligram.
But 21 pills will be 7 espressos, right? That's
Yeah,
quite a lot.
exactly.
Sorry, fellas. I had a phone
That's-
call. What have I
that's
missed
why
about
it's-
pills?
You can send us a discount code, can't you? Whatever it is.
Well, it depends
Who's
what pharmacy you want to use.
I think Nick has to do a mince pie every Ben.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was hoping someone would get to mince pie before too long.
Oh man,
Actually,
who throws up first? Having half a pint at each hairpin or a mince pie. Risky.
I feel like the only survivor of this will be Rick. It would be mine.
Yeah, he's already got too high of a baseline. He can take it.
It should be category enforced.
Genius.
Rick is an A+ cat drinker, therefore.
Rick is category ABV plus.
I'm actually googling. How much is 21 shots beer.
Wait,
You might have to
21
do.
shots? Should I-
Shots is nothing.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
like-
that's
have to do the. You might have to do the small stubbies from Lidl for £2.30 for 10.
That's a good
I
idea.
think
That's
it's got to be-
somewhere between a shot, isn't it? Somewhere between the volume of a shot and half a pint. Feels
I think you've
about
got to do half.
reasonable.
I think
Like, I don't know. Some of those hairpins aren't very long. I'm not even convinced you'd have time to while riding up it. No,
Yeah.
Again, I don't drink. I'm not going to be the expert on this.
Nick, you've seen me and Rick drinking at your house.
I have done, but you know, you spent quite a long time putting quite a lot of that on. Some of those hairpins are like 4 minutes apart, 3 minutes apart.
Yeah.
I don't
We're on the time then.
Well, you can ride slower.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
You always ride slower.
I mean, this is the whole point. That it's meant to be a handicap.
Quite sure.
You what, darling? Daddy's on his bike, isn't he? You got your dress on?
Just to let you know, Callum, this is being streamed right now, so all of this communication is on YouTube forever.
Are you going to wear a woolly hat then, like a Peppa Pig hat?
I tell you what.
Okay, just shut the door for me, darling, please, 'cause it's cold. Okay?
Alex,
No, don't come in, darling, it's cold. Where's mummy? Go to her then.
This is quality.
Love you.
On this shout.
This is way better content.
Yeah,
Definitely is, Alex. I've watched your streams a lot. But Alex, that said, I feel like when people join Discord, you do need to warn us that we're being streamed.
Oh no!
Like,
I think you just need to take it as a given at this point.
So yeah. If you get back because we're talking about pills and pink dresses, then don't blame us.
We need to.
Oh no! Okay, so the thing that might actually get me being banned is actually Rick talking about COVID being manufactured in a Chinese lab. That's the thing that's most likely to get me banned. Because people have been banned for saying shit like that.
I'd be watching much more Alex about Peppa Pig's copyright lawyers.
Yeah, sorry, fellas. My daughter just came in the garage dressed as Elsa. She's off to Disney on Ice.
Figured it must be something like that. Yeah.
And why aren't you going, Callum? Why aren't you going to Disney on Ice dressed as, I don't know any other Frozen characters? Igor. Is that snowman Igor?
I was going to go as Olaf. Yeah, but
Olaf, not Igor.
My son's a bit too young, so I've decided to bike the morning and take him for a haircut this afternoon.
Oh, nice. Good work.
Strategic.
How
old are yours? How old are your two?
Sorry, fellas, one sec.
The other one's in. At least he found his mute button this time.
Can I have a fade like Phil Foden, Daddy? I threatened to do it. Wasn't impressed.
So are you riding something else then, Nick, rather than figure eight?
Fully loop with D Maria. That's what I'm on.
Nice.
It's alright, isn't it? It's not boring.
No. I'm at the point of needing a little nature break in a minute, though. That's I'm trying to think. Do I push on for the next 20 minutes? Yeah, I will.
Yeah, the thing is, if you stop pedaling, you lose the band. That's the only thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
What time are you riding till, Nick?
I'm going to do an hour, and I've done 30 minutes so far. Just it's really weird, like, because I've not ridden since I got ill. So I think the last ride I did was last Wednesday, and then yesterday, with sitting down so much, by the time I got home last night, walking up the stairs was genuinely painful. It was like I'd done a race or something. My hamstrings were so tight. It was horrible. I was like, all right, I need to get at least on the bike just to ease that out a little bit and just to stretch my legs. It was really unpleasant.
Yeah, get some stretches done as well.
Oh, I never bother with that nonsense.
I think just dynamic stuff is better.
Sorry, say that again.
Dynamic stuff's better than stretching anyway, generally speaking.
Absolutely, yeah.
Easing up stuff.
Go down 2 steps at
I thought I might get Callum to send me some of his fancy pants, though.
I felt better recovery-wise now since I've started stretching a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely good therapeutically. I think just if you're like Nick and you've just been like sitting down or lying down for ages, then getting dynamic is probably a bit better.
Sorry, fellas, I had an emergency battery change in Elsa's wings.
Oh,
Happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, sorted now.
you can't have a falling out of the sky because you're not flying.
Well, battery power, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I know.
I've never had that apology on this Swift ride before.
Well,
Especially not on one of ours.
Yeah.
Zone 2,
It's
anything.
alright, it's all original content, this is.
Yeah. Someone asked how old my kids were. My daughter's 2.5, my son's 1.5. We had 2 in 13 months.
Wow. Very, very near.
Yeah, we went.
Twins.
Wow. Yeah, we went into lockdown. Went into lockdown with nothing, came out, engaged, 2 kids, new house, new car, started up biking.
You don't
That's
do things like
amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think you boys might have just all ridden past me going up the hill on the little thing past the sprint.
that. Yes.
Yes.
Ah, you all just rode past me. I was in the big group on the other side.
Oh, all right, you're going the other way.
Come on, spin round, catch us up.
No,
We're
I
going to
won't catch you.
I'm going to climb off when I finish.
We're only spinning at what anyone wants to do. I've knocked you back a moment, yeah. Between 2.5 and 3.
I'm doing less than that. I'm doing about 2 watts.
At the moment, I'm doing 1.8, so I'll be catching you up
Okay.
on that basis.
Might spin round and join you.
Yeah, I'm going to snap this band and chase Nick down.
Say that, I'm doing 1.8, but because I'm in the massive group of Ds, I'm doing like 42k an hour. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. I was on pace part the other night, Alex. It's like 240 watts.
I don't know how you're doing that, mate. Me and Hartley were doing 220.
Yeah, but it's like 20.
You kept on going in the wind.
Yeah. I was too busy talking.
Yeah, that's it.
What I mean is, for the power and the size of the group, we were doing almost 30 miles an hour for an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I think it's
fast one.
things like that the non-Zwifters get pissed off about.
Yeah.
I'll let her do it.
That's why you need to measure training not by miles but by hours, right?
Yeah, yeah,
As soon
yeah.
as you're on Zwift,
Hours and load.
0 point thinking
Yeah.
about miles.
Yeah. But you can't get through to some people with that.
Some people are always going to be antediluvian, aren't they?
Yes.
Rick, I'll do it for the last 2 years.
The problem is that
What it's all about.
Really, did I tell you that I got drunk with Stu Foster and had a big Zwift route? Big Zwift route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
another one.
yeah.
You'll never change.
Oh no, absolutely not. He says I'm not allowed to call it a good course because it's not.
Right.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
But it's not real.
I'll
All
let
right.
him be the opinion. And we'll just ride away from him in March like we do every year.
I don't get why people get so mad about it.
I know.
the thing is that there's a lot of there's a lot of people who like try it a few times and then they can't figure out the draft, so they're pushing 4 watts a kilo and getting dropped because they go like for an A group ride and then they don't know how to draft. So yeah, they get dropped and then they're like, oh, everyone must be cheating, or like I know how fast I am outside, but they don't get that it's like to do with the height, it's to do with the watts per kilo, especially English riders who are all like absolute power.
Yeah.
I think there's also a lot of pride involved. You have a lot of people at the start giving it all up to it, or real world's the only real riding, and it's almost like stubbornness prevents them from accepting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
Is it not because they're not sipping on protein shakes?
How is this Swift? resisted Swift until that night we nearly died with. We went down Jubilee Tower with that ice. With your big scream.
It wasn't a big scream. It was a
It was a massive scream. It was a huge scream.
Yeah, it was.
I downloaded this.
They sent out Mountain Rescue looking for a lost little girl.
It was
terrifying. That.
Yeah, it was scary.
Descending Jubilee Tower at 35 mile an hour and then just hitting ice.
The diagonal.
Just sheet ice diagonally across the road. And we had no, because it was pitch black, you had no idea how far it went, whether you were going to get traction back before the bend.
My back wheel just went at the front wheel, got back onto the tarmac.
Yeah.
Got home and immediately downloaded it.
I've naturally slowed down.
They should put that in their advert.
Yeah.
I feel like the video, like the GoPro footage of you lot going around the corner sideways, screaming like 8-year-old girls, should be the next Swift advert.
Maybe 2 or 3 seconds in front of me on the downhill. His scream alerted me to something. It made me look down, and then I saw it, and I managed to almost bunny hop most of the ice. And I don't know what had happened if I hadn't, but it was weird. The thing was, it wasn't even that cold at ground level. It was too high up.
No.
Yeah. The run-up water had just frozen on the road.
Yeah.
Utterly terrifying. No one spoke on the way home. Shadow right over. Got in.
New pair of bib shorts after that one.
Oh,
apart from Hartley, who just scooped out and carried on, presumably.
Hartley won't have even washed them since then. This was pre-Hartley riding.
I was going to say, Hartley.
He doesn't have a spell.
Outdoor ride? Are you joking?
Yeah, that's fine.
At that time, I don't think Paul was riding even on Zwift. He saw my Zwift rides after that. He was on the Sufferfest. And then he asked me what Zwift on a Strava ride, and then obviously the rest is
I think he's been. He was advertising Sufferfest to me after you left on Thursday. He spent about 20 minutes talking about it.
Yeah, he do a lot of it.
He showed me a video of it. It didn't appeal at all.
What is it?
It's different strokes.
It's like an old-fashioned training tool online. You would have like a workout to a video of some old cycling footage.
It's more like a first-person video thing.
But for hard land.
Without the big black instructor shouting at you.
Yeah. I think it might be a big black instructor. He used lots of phrases like suffering and pain and epic and legendary and stuff.
Burn and stuff, yeah.
Oh, it sounds like another WKD group.
Yeah.
Can't be too many of those.
I did have a turbo trainer before with, and I used to just ride intervals and try and listen to music. And we did some of the Sufferfest.
So
My first thing, I think, was doing the first of all, just doing 2x20 on the turbo, way back when, and then the GCN workout videos when they started doing them about 2013, 2012, something like that.
I was doing them.
Oh yeah, they were good those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a few GCN videos.
Yeah, I think they were good. They make them fun.
Yeah.
I didn't use any of that. I actually had a coach, and he wasn't one that I paid him. I bought a winter training plan, and all the workouts were loaded onto the Garmin. So I could have the Garmin set inside me.
Yeah.
The turbo trainer itself had an inbuilt power meter. So I just used that number to train that way.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Was that a wheel on turbo or a wheel off one?
No, yeah, this was an old Tax Flow.
I had that one.
Wheel
on Tax Flow was my first ever one.
It
blew up.
The computer, They had a computer that you fastened to the handlebars and had all the data on. But at the time, when I was on what FTP.
Come and race with me, Rick. Come and race with me. No thanks.
Yeah. Awesome this week.
Well, I crashed on a time trial maybe a year before Swift was adopted, maybe. And I got a few workouts off Sid, a friend of ours. And I was just doing YouTube videos, but so I didn't want to lose my fitness while I was off the road. But it's just so much more of a chore. You need, for me, I need that immersiveness. I need that the company as well for a lot of it.
Yeah, I used to be really stick to it really well. Hour-long training sessions, looking at a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I still mix it up and do trainer road workouts.
Well, we were talking about this, weren't we, Miles? Yeah, you seem to be able to get a lot out of yourself without.
As long as it's part of a plan and it's like oh, hang on, there is an event, I'm getting close, and I can really then, get my head into it and just really rinse myself out on those. I think I can work pretty much just as hard on those as I can on the Zwift race. But it is different, and you've got to get, it's like anything else, you've just got to be really in the right mentality. But I don't fancy doing them right now this time of year. I do the odd sweet spot one, it's okay, but to really turn yourself inside out, I've got to be very, I don't like to use the word motivated, because I think motivation is so fickle, it just comes and goes, but whatever it is, I've got to be in the right mindset.
There's a couple of Zwift workouts that I've quite enjoyed, if I had to do them. That Matt Hayman's Paris-Roubaix?
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one.
I quite like that. The Gorby.
Gorby's outstanding.
The Gorby is brilliant.
The one that I really struggled with was the Ringer.
I think that one's not very useful anyway.
Yeah.
If anyone can complete
you don't get that much
McCarthy
time in zone.
Say again, Callum.
If anyone can complete the McCarthy special, fucking kudos, because that is a serious training session. That very hard. I think it's like 3 minutes. It's 3-minute blocks. You go 3 minutes at FTP, 3 minutes at like 115% FTP, and then 3 minutes to finish it at like 125% FTP, and it's grueling.
And then is it that times 3? Do I remember rightly?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I've done 2 of those blocks. Like before I discovered racing on Zwift, I used to actually train. Years ago, obviously, it's been a long time since I did any training, as we all know. But I used to do that one, but I don't think I ever got beyond maybe the first block of the third one of it. It's just so hard.
I agree. It'd be different if this group went and did it. It'd be completely different. Like it'd be enjoyable probably, but it is fucking hard.
No, but 3 minute at 115, 115%, for example, is utterly brutal. In fact, I always think there's a gold standard on Trainer Road that me and Julian talked about. It's either, I can't remember, it's either 5 or 6 3-minute blocks at 120. And both of us have only ever finished it once, I think, maybe once or twice. And it's like, that is our gold standard. And what you've just described is something, if there's 9 of them, that's even more than that. So, I mean, that's bonkers.
Me and Simon did it. We got to the second block and we just couldn't move. We just had to bring it right down. We just couldn't do it. It was silly, but it was a good test.
I was going to say, if you actually complete that, that's half an hour way above your FTP.
Yeah.
It is a complete challenge, honestly.
You do get a break in between the blocks. It's not a long one, but I think you maybe get 3 minutes break in between the blocks.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also, it's one of those that, particularly for Zwift races, I'm not sure it adds any value. It's like if your aim is to either get ready for long endurance races or to get ready for Zwift races, that workout's not much good at all. It used to be quite good for time trialing. Yeah. But, like for a 20-minute time trial, being able to do that was quite good. But
I've got it up now. I've got it up now on what's on Zwift. It's 10-minute warm up, 100 to 234 watts for me. Then I go 3 minutes at 334 watts, 3 minutes at 374 watts, 3 minutes at 418 watts. Then I get 9 minutes rest at zone 2.
Couldn't do it. Could not do that 3 times.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
I mean,
It's 100% FTP, 112, 125.
Oh, it's but the 125. I mean, that's bonkers. 3 minutes at 125.
But I mean, I guess that one is designed to make you fail before you complete it. Like,
Well,
it's meant to be exhaustion. I mean,
Correct.
and that's one of the things that I struggle with workouts is because I can't quite get as hard. I can't quite go as hard in a workout as I can in a race. Like, I can't go as deep, so I inevitably end up failing, and then that just demoralises me. I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that? So it's like there's a mental factor to it to me, because like at the moment in this race, like I'm in the second group, so like I'm not competing for the win or anything, but I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I would have done if I just done like a 2-hour workout.
Yeah.
Like I'll finish this race feeling a lot better about my performance, and then I'll be more motivated to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just part of it for me anyway, and why I kind of stay away from workouts.
I'll try and get a Gorby in once a week now with Simon, but I'll probably start it at 95% week 1, and then I'll up it maybe between 3 and 5% each week, because
That's a good shout.
Yeah, well, it's manageable. Like, 'cause if you start at 100%, it's too hard. Like, you're just not going to be able to do it the week after. So there's no different stimulus. So eventually, you just won't get any fitter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing another ramp test after Christmas as well. Just as a head.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, but only if we can do the ramp test that it's a mince pie every time it goes up.
That's about 17. Yeah, that's almost as many mince pies as the Alp.
In a much shorter space of time.
Yeah, mince pie a minute, bloody hell.
You've
There
got
might
to
have to be a
one
bite.
lap ready to go.
Just piled. Well, you've got to have a helper to feed them to you.
Alex, how's your race going? Should have asked.
I'm in the last 10k. I'm just coming up to the start. Well, I'm just starting Box Hill for the second time. I'm in the group that's like 15th to 20th.
Right, okay.
I've got PBs on. I definitely got a PB on Leith Hill. I'm not sure about Box. Oh man, yeah, my legs are dead, but it's a good workout. I'm 130
How long have you
load
been going,
anyway.
Alex? I hadn't realised you weren't with the other boys, Alex. How long have you been going?
An hour and 45.
Okay, cool. What course is it?
Triple loop
DRL half?
at London. No, it's triple
Okay.
loop. So you do Leith Hill and Box Hill, and then do 2 laps of it. So I've just survived Leith Hill for the second time.
Nice.
I'm hoping for a 5k PB. The reason why I'm doing this race is because it's like 5-minute efforts, so which will be good for the league race and then the Rhinos race on Wednesday.
Oh,
I'm doing the volcano on both. Nice.
I think I might be able to. If the boys Rhino squad is short numbers again, I think I might be able to race on Wednesday, but obviously only if it's short numbers.
Yeah, we're just waiting to find out if Patrick's recovered from COVID. I mean, I would say he shouldn't race, but like, it's up to him if he wants to. Oh, fuck. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
I'm swearing. Who's swearing?
Oh, that's me. Oh,
Alright.
what a twat. Yeah, no. It's all good. I'd signed up for a couple of other events late in the morning, and it just also joined me into one of them. So it took me out of the race.
That's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Whatever.
Oh.
That's funny. That's fine. No, that's yeah.
You're going to do it.
It's a 100-mile sea race. It's not a sea race. It's like a group ride. Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Yeah, it'll be a good cool down. No, it's my fault.
that thing happened to me, Alex. The W like 2/3 of the way up the interval climb, and I've done the same thing. I joined in the stampede race. You know, the herd time
Yeah.
trial. I meant to click off knock me out. So I joined the event plan today, and it just pinged me into it. I lost like 2/3 of the climb on the race.
You're right, Nick. I enjoy getting every fourth word. This is really exciting trying to piece it together.